What is up, guys? It's your boy Gino, and we are back with some more Starfield. Sorry, it's been quite a bit. I've been enjoying this game on my free time, so I was just messing around with it on my spare time. But I was just like, why not give it another stream?
Pardon.
Recording. So here we go. We are going to go back. There is a couple weapons I kind of want to try out again.
I've got limited. We're doing the best we can here. We're no reliant.
To be honest, I can't believe it's already been that long. Time really flies.
Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us. Captain, everyone will be in the library.
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us? I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
Ugh,
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter,
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Contra, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves that...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
That means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Patrick?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting. Now, would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours? You should take some time to get... Come find me. And here, I think you... In addition to credits...
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full-time. That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. I guess a lot overwhelming. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to... Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you... Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter's quite proud of the collection, but Matteo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
they patch it? Ah, here it is. If you look at it at a certain angle, see how it says mannequin?
I am at your service, Captain.
So, are you ready to get... We're going to be... That means I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Felt the same way when I started too. But it's not just that. I want to take... I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll need to head to Mast. Check and listen. Whatever you were before, or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. Every member of Constellation is there. Good.
Captain, now that you also given... Captain, I will...
Ha ha. I don't have much time.
Really? Glad we had a quick exchange, eh?
Everything good? We're here to help.
Sick. Another space. All right, all right.
It's a game we play.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system. Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me. Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols. Anything for Sarah. You see,
Oh, brother.
I'm serious about that recruitment offer, by the way.
A long time since I've been to Mars.
Hey,
Sol
Sarah's
system
friend.
doesn't get a lot of traffic.
Well, all right. Take the elevator down to the... And if you've got any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
If you don't have official business, we ask you remain in the lobby.
Registration accepted. You may now proceed
Here,
through the
only
historical
was that
displays
easy
in
to
the
go
orientation
around.
hall, or continue on to the examination.
In 2150, humanity learned the Earth's magnetosphere would collapse sometime in the next
Yeah, I
half
really don't
century,
care about any of
eliminating
that.
all life on the
I
planet.
don't know, do you guys care about me more? I guess.
Decisive action was required. But the secure transport of an entire civilization would demand a new kind of cooperation, a new kind of courage, and a new kind of union. Thus, in 2159, the United Colonies were formed to make that journey possible. Just 1 year later, the Galileo, the first of many colony ships, touched down here on Jemison, beginning a new era of human history, the age of the United Colonies.
Hell, more than likely our kids will
The
be dead.
effort and planning it must have taken to evacuate literally
From their foundation, the United Colonies strove to provide all their citizens with opportunity, security, and peace. But there were those among the UC that still wanted something more: independence. So in 2161, the UC issued the Centaurus Proclamation, granting UC citizens the right to settle distant worlds and form their own sovereign powers. It wasn't long before the first new faction, the Free Star Collective, was formally organized in 2188, later followed by House Varun, revealing themselves to the universe in 2230. It was only in 2230 that the faction known as House Varun first made contact with the rest of the settled systems. Founded by the passengers of a colony ship that had left New Atlantis and disappeared 4 decades earlier, House Varun was a faction unlike any other. A theocracy dedicated wholly to the beliefs of its isolationist founder, Janan Varun. House Varun initially made overtures of peace towards the rest of the settled systems. They claimed their only intention was to spread the word of their god, the Great Serpent. But none could have guessed that this worship might take the form of a bloody war, the Serpent's Crusade. The Free Star Collective was initially founded in 2188, when the citizens of Aquila banded together with the pleasure city of Neon in mutual defense. But in 2194, after the deployment of a UC medical star station in orbit around their world, the citizens of Narion also requested to join the collective. The resulting rise in tensions between the Free Star Collective and UC culminated in the settled system's first intergalactic conflict, the Narion War. Despite a decisive victory by the UC, the colonies permitted the citizens of Narion to join the collective, forming the basis for the fiercely independent union that persists to this day. Beginning in 2240, House Varun forces declared all-out war on the rest of human civilization, initiating the Serpent's Crusade. Over the next 23 years, thousands of Free Star, UC, and independent souls were killed by agents of House Varun in the name of their serpent god. It was only with the death of their founder in 2263 and the succession of his heir, Jarek, that House Varun finally sued for peace. There remained, however, select members of House Varun who refused to recognize the cessation of hostilities their leaders established. Even after House Varun's mysterious disappearance, these zealots remain a threat to all who encounter them. Their pacification, a goal of all space. Of the many conflicts between the galaxy's factions, none was more brutal than the recent colony war between the UC and the Free Star Collective. Set off by the unauthorized Free Star colonization of Vesta's Pride in 2308, a direct violation of the Nerion Treaty, the colony war spread quickly across the galaxy. Both sides deployed every tool at their disposal. Armadas of warships, mechanized combat platforms, or mechs, even bioengineered alien creatures, the infamous UC xenoweapons. It was only in 2311 at the Battle of Cheyenne that the scales finally tipped. The Freestar Collective, utilizing their civilian fleet as a human shield, successfully crippled the superior United Colonies Navy. After their shocking victory against the galaxy's greatest navy, the Freestar Collective offered terms of peace, which the colonies, out of an interest in staving off any further human costs, accepted. The galaxy has been rebuilding ever since.
The colony war was a horrible conflict that irreparably ruined.
7 worlds were left untouched by the colony war.
There were times I felt that it would never.
But nowhere could the viciousness of modern warfare be seen more clearly than on the Freestar planet of Nera. Initially occupied by invading United Colonies forces as a forward operating position, repeated attempts to take and retake the planet by collective forces led only to devastation. Swaths of the world were transformed into scorched husks, a nightmarish testament to the depths of human ingenuity and human cruelty. And today, Nera remains a continuing reminder to the horrors of unfettered war. In the midst of the colony war, a different kind of tragedy struck the UC city of Londinian. A newly constructed but critical supply center for the United Colonies' war effort, Londinian found itself overrun by one of the galaxy's most mysterious predators, the Terramorph. A rare but pervasive threat to all human-settled worlds, Terramorphs swept over the city seemingly out of nowhere on a scale never before seen in recorded history. Valiant efforts by the UC military slowed the onslaught, but the creatures proved unstoppable. Ultimately, the decision was made to destroy the Londinian spaceport, sealing off the city, the outbreak, and its citizenry from the galaxy at large. The tragedy of Londinian is mourned by the UC to this day.
Dad wanted me to apply for the administration track at school, but I'm going to be a xenobiologist.
Is that?
It's science division or nothing.
I bring her here almost every day to stare at this.
After the devastation wrought by the colony war, the UC and the Freestar Collective came together to ratify a treaty that became known as the Armistice. Both sides agreed to a vast reduction in standing forces, and that xenoweapons and mech warfare would be outlawed. All related research was sealed away, accessible only in cases of dire emergency. But the Collective had another demand, that the active commanders of the UC military stand trial for their actions. The United Colonies, in the interest of peace and galactic security, agreed. In 2311, 3 United Colonies senior officers were found guilty. Commander Henry Durant, General Indira Rastogi, and Fleet Admiral Francois Sanon, known better as Ve Victus. All were sentenced to death for their actions, bringing the colony war to a close and returning peace to the galaxy at long last.
I was a strong supporter of the Armistice.
It was into this new world that the Vanguard was born. An official branch of the UC Navy, the Vanguard is the United Colonies Volunteer Fleet. serving a myriad of security, logistical, and reconnaissance roles. And after a sufficient length of service, UC citizenship is guaranteed to every Vanguard member. Open to all captains, regardless of origin, the Vanguard is leading the charge to protect and support the citizens of the United Colonies, wherever in the galaxy they may be. No one is born a United Colony citizen. Only through service to the UC can one hope to earn one's citizenship. But the UC prides itself on taking care of its people. Cost of living controls mean citizens pay less than their foreign counterparts for needs big and small. All citizens are issued a grant upon joining to get themselves on their feet. And only UC citizens have the opportunity to purchase property, getting the chance to live in one of the most beautiful cities in the settled systems. By joining the Vanguard today, you too can begin earning your place here, in the heart of galactic civilization, as a citizen of the United Colonies.
Welcome, applicant, to the piloting simulation chamber. Please enter the designated simulation pod to initiate your exam.
I've spent a fair bit of time in simulators just like this.
This is the Mark 18 Flight Simulation Chamber applicant, currently in orbit around a high-detail recreation of a remote world. When you're ready to begin, please take a seat in the pilot's chair. Your exam is simple. Defeat as many tiers of opponents as you can before your ship is disabled. You must defeat at least 3 tiers of opponents to pass the exam. Good hunting, applicant.
New targets active. Targets active.
passed the exam. You may now exit the simulator through the hatch to record your current score, or stay and try your hand at the remaining tiers.
Shutting down.
Congratulations, applicant. You've passed. You can head up to Commander Tuwala to receive your final results and your probationary assignment. Or you're welcome. Take another run at the simulation.
Well, look who's back. Everything... Ah, so these are your numbers that you... Then let's get to them. So, looking at the data... Hit every mural in the orientation hall, huh? A test of preparation and thoroughness. To trace the Vanguard values highly. Psychological results are all within expected levels. Navy doesn't have room for folks that'll fall apart the first time they're trying to outrun a homing missile. Now, how'd you do against your foes? All right, cleared Tier 3. We try to set a high bar, so that's no small feat. Nice work.
Hell of a job. I might even let you fly me around sometime.
So then, looking at your results as a whole, 10-year service. Better than your average lab rat.
10 years might seem like a long time.
So, sounds to me, if you're interested, we could get you the credits you've earned. Then, first though, so, you...
It's a big decision. John, you're not about to have my
Officer's honor, Sarah. So, you ready to... Fantastic.
If you don't have official business, we ask you remain in the lobby.
By Vectera, by Vectera, by... Is it you, Captain of the... Oh, you are definitely the brightest, biggest star in any constellation. There's no... I have an eye for these things. Although at first, I wasn't sure. But now that I changed. Me too. I was... Either way, it's such an... Hey, do you... What am I saying? You won't be disappointed.
Wouldn't be right doing this where we... Now, Ray... The motto of the Vanguard, that is where we serve. Beyond the furthest reaches of the United Colonies, do you swear to protect and to uphold the vow? Then let me be the... Now, only thing left, and what I've got is... Place is as isolated as a... So, can the people... That's the spirit. Head down to the spaceport and talk to... Oh, and give it your all out there.
Hello.
Hey, give that back. We didn't get where we are by sitting on our laurels. Our laurels, in fact, became uninhabitable a long time ago.
Stop right there!
UC security. I've got special orders. Smart decision. Stand by.
All crew accounted for. We're ready to depart.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble?
I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back.
You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat.
The prisoner's ready, sir.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Not this time. So, let me see what we're working with here. I also see that you mined on Vectera. And now you're with... Oh, look at that. Right? Good. You'll find... Now that we have that, my name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC System. Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit. UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. Well, they handle the big picture stuff. We deal with the very part. That convict is where... No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UCC Steph, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else? Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
All right, let's go. So, is it the op instead of serving the time? Bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts.
Yes.
Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of the ship. And then slowly letting the air out of it.
Howdy.
Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right? Just shut up and do as you're told. All right, this is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you.
Okay, hello.
Ah, there you are. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. You'd better hope so. Saoirse, once you bluff your way, that's where my second-in-command... Eager to get going? Good. Remember, I wouldn't expect any less. Look, as an undercover, allow yourself to stray. I don't want promises. I'm just asking you to think. Anyway, it's time to hand you now. As you were.
Pardon?
All right. While you're working undercover, if you find any records that look... Well, you better. Commander Ikande's... I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes, hell... You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was not... If you've seen what I've seen... That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement. Commander Akande came up with the idea. All right, we've loaded. We've cleared your ship for launch. That should do it. We'll be here if you need us.
Hey.
Get underway.
Clamps released. Grab drive spinning down. Systems green.
The space station.
Captain, it is.
this gambling machine looks functional. If we could find the missing numbers, perhaps we'd be able to win the jackpot for our spacers are the scavengers of space, like maggots feeding off of dead carcasses left in the sun.
Thought you could sneak up on me?
Stop running away from me, credits.
Carrying enough clutter there, or should we find some more? I've never had a run-in with the spacers that ended well, and I suspect I never will. Oh, thank goodness UC security keeps these spacers off of Jemison.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Undocking complete, Captain. Nice jump. We're right on target.
Hey, contact Charlie 3. Nice to meet you. Bye, Charlie 3. Just doing my daily paying it forward. Avoid the Altair system. Like big time. Sure. So, I'm doing my rounds, pick up supply drops, and I grab into the Altair system and spacers all over. Something big's going. Charlie 3. Oh, bye, Charlie 3.
don't suppose I have time for a nap before we leave? Hmm?
How about...
Well, this station's seen better days. I wonder if the
Welcome
UC
to
will
the
ever
Trade
fully
Authority.
restore it to
Our
its
stock
former
may
glory.
not be as... And seeing as the Trade Authority is the... It is a pleasure to make you... By all means. You wouldn't be stuck all the way out. Here. How may the Trade Authority... I hope we have what you need.
True, but if so, you're just as stuck out here as I am. So what does that say?
Nice. Clean set there. Switching over to standard engines.
Welcome to the Three-Star Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Touching down.
Captain, greetings.
Hold it. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear. I guess that'd be the marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate. Maybe a little outside help would do some good.
Sam has told me so many stories about Aquila City. I feel as though I've lived here all my life.
Meet all sorts in Aquila City.
So we had to clean
I think you'll find that we carry fine weapons of all kinds.
Why don't
here.
we just
Here's what I have in stock.
It's not like it gets much use.
I need someplace to put it.
Just keep your gun holstered during your stay. Good luck.
Take a look around. It's a good bet I've got something you need. say right up front that if you're short on credits, I can't help you. Any more charity cases, I'll go into business.
You're carrying too many odds and ends.